Hey everyone, welcome to the Indie Devlog number 3. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my new prototype. I'm testing out various mechanics all the time. This is the third week of development, and generally during the prototype phase, you're trying out all different types of gameplay systems and mechanics to see what's fun. Some people describe it as finding the fun, actually. So what you'll see here, and what you've seen in previous videos, some of it might stick around, some of it might change completely. All I'm trying to achieve is a really enjoyable game, so I hope you like these new mechanics, and I'd love to know what you think. Welcome to my new prototype level. As you can see, the Guardian now has a bow and arrow. They can shoot it for various effects. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 uses. I also hopefully fixed up Zara's run. I got a lot of comments about it looked like she was sliding, so let me know if that's fixed. This is the 3rd week and it's just a prototype, but I know it was annoying a lot of you, so I tried to fix it. What you'll see here are these floating platforms, and if you shoot them, they expand. After a certain amount of time, they will retract and go into their previous state. So the Guardian's role here is to help Zara by making this kind of bridge to get across. The other mechanic I was interested in exploring was the ability to make these kinds of blocks in the world. And if you're wondering what this menu is here, it's the ability sphere menu where you can swap between arrows. This arrow creates a new block in the world, which Zara can use to get up to new heights that she previously could not get up to before. You can see I use it to get up over there and to bridge this little gap here. I also added in interactive elements into the world. You'll see here when Zara goes onto the sphere, it will interact with the gate. I also like a concept of having secrets in the level. Not necessarily secrets, but collectibles in the level that reward the player if they can kind of master the mechanic and figure out creative ways to use it. So if you have a look over here, we can shoot one of these construction arrows. That's the current name for it. And you can make a little block which allows Zara to get over to the other side. And this could be quite a fun way to add little collectibles and hidden routes for the player if they really want to get immersed in the world. Here you'll see when we get to this final section, Zara can actually run forward and the camera will fade out and fade into the new level. I decided to try this camera system out as I wasn't 100% happy with the camera moving with the character. My initial inspiration from that was actually Crash Bandicoot, and then I saw Astrobot do it and I thought it would be really great. However, I don't think it fully suits the game I'm trying to create. I also found that it can be a bit disorientating. I spent many hours playing around with that system, and even I felt it was a bit strange. In a weird way, it also felt a bit limiting. Here is the environment art test that I worked on last night. Something about the single screen view makes me very creative. I can't explain it. Maybe it's the limitation of only being able to work in a small space. I think that might be the key here, but something about it has made it way more enjoyable, and I felt like a more creative person when I was structuring the level, especially during the blockout phase and then the detail phase. I've had more fun working on this level than any of the linear levels that I worked on. It feels self-contained, and that I can make each level have a very particular theme. I know you can do that with a linear layout, but it just feels like so much more work. I think there's a concept of chunking the work in smaller levels versus having to make one massive level chunk. There is also something enjoyable about playing the game from this perspective. When you move on the x-axis forward, it can be very disorientating. And I know that games do it extremely well, such as Astrobot, the VR game for PSVR. But for this type of experience, I eventually want Zara to move a bit faster and to have more dynamic combat. When the character can move fast or potentially dash, the camera has to keep up with the player. And I did try and implement a dash mechanic, and when I was dashing forward, the camera would kind of jolt forward with the player to keep up, and it just didn't feel good. With this perspective, I can have Zara do anything. She can dash, she can backflip, she can do aerial combat. The camera can just stay in that one position, and it will feel really nice to play. Thank you for watching this devlog. I hope you enjoyed it. The response lately has been really amazing, and I feel really grateful that so many of you have been leaving comments and likes and watching the videos. I decided to create a Patreon as a way to build up more support around the channel and to spend more time developing the YouTube channel and my games. If you'd like to support me, please go check it out. I made 3 reward tiers, which I spent a lot of time figuring out. I think they're interesting and will hopefully help you as game developers. So there'll be a link to that in the description below. Once again, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great Christmas, and I will see you all in the next video.